man, fuck this. If I wanted to see some shit on camera, I would have got my phone and recorded some dog turds on the curb. I don't trust any of this Chucky shit anymore. Unless they go back to the puppet doll.
I mean, that's the whole purpose of this shit, though. Because that whole CG shit that was in the latest movie, where it was a AI instead of a
demonized, possessed figure. Like,
that wasn't it. That was dog shit. That movie was dog shit. Matter of fact, that was a dog slowly wiping his ass down the street from the top of the block to the bottom of the block, and leaving that skid mark on the whole fucking block. That's what that movie was. It was dumb.
Did you see the Child's Play movie? Oh yeah, I saw it. Why, you want to see part 2?
It was dumb. It was fucking dumb. Now, when I heard that they were doing this series and the movie, like, it was happening around the same time, it was a little weird because I'm like, okay, so you got the original niggas that's still working on this shit with, Brad Dourif coming back to voice Chucky and some of the cast members are coming back and all that. But then you still got this Hollywood movie that it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that seemed weird to me. Like, and I think it was something like they tried to get them to be in that movie, but they were doing their own thing. So like, nah, you gotta go ahead. We're gonna do our own thing. I mean, maybe it was something like that.
That's so fucking goofy.
But, I'm hoping that this series is going to be cool. Because, like, I mean, say what you want about that movie. Like, if Brad Dourif voiced Chucky, maybe it'd been a little better. Nothing against Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill's great. Mark Hamill can do no wrong. And if he did what he it's like
right, he tried to salvage what he could with that.
I mean, like, it was a dog shit script and all that. Like, it was I don't know. Like, it is what it is. But then again, I don't know. If you had Brad Dourif, the movie probably would have been still the dog shit.
Right, with that is the.
Just the voice is iconic. Like, when I see Chucky, I want to hear that voice and that demonic laugh and all that. And it's like, you stupid bitch, and that shit.
That right there. That right there. Do you remember when she had Chucky in front of the fireplace and she was threatening that nigga? Like, and his face turned pure demon?
I never forgot it. It
was creepy, right?
I saw it when I was a kid and I never forgot that shit.
It fucked you up. Imagine how it made me feel. So, nigga, you give me this sci-fi, AI going wrong bullshit. I don't care whose voice you put over it. You can get the State Farm nigga to voice Chucky. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be dog shit for the rest of my fucking life.
That movie was whack. That movie, it was a colossal failure, man. Like, I was so mad. And the thing I'm gonna remember and the things that stands out the most is that's the first movie that I watched in LA with eyes to the eye.
Right.
And both of them, they fell asleep. That's how bad the movie was. They checked out. They were gone, and I'm sitting there just mad, just watching the movie. I'm like, yo, man. This is fucking terrible.
And those two are daredevils.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't dare stay up for that shit, right?
So, with that being said, I hope this is good. Because you got, the original motherfuckers is doing it and all of that. When it comes to the Child's Play movies, like, the first 3 are great. Mm-hmm. Like, 1, of course, is the best. And then 2 and 3 are good,
still
too.
Good.
After that, it kind of goes downhill a bit with the Bride of Chucky and all that. I mean, they're still enjoyable. That Son of Chucky, though, it was, yeesh. They were doing too much with Chucky, and Chucky got to the point he was getting pissed off. Like, I got a whole family now. What the fuck is going on? Like,
man, even angry at home. What the fuck is all this shit?
So I don't know. Like, there's hits, there's misses, and all that, but ultimately, it's a franchise that I do want to see find its way and come back and return in spectacular fashion. And hopefully this show is it. And it being a series instead of a movie gives it more time to breathe. There's a lot more they can do now. There's a lot more they can fucking do. And it's on USA too. USA gives 0 fucks. Because Mr. Robot was on USA. And they were doing some wild shit on that. So there's no limitations.
Wasn't Shooter on USA?
I believe it was.
Yeah, UFC, they give you what you want.
So, you know what I mean? It's got time to breathe and it's got time to do new things and find its way. I just want it to be good because I'm excited for it. I haven't seen shit for it yet, but I'm excited. So, you ready to watch the trailer? Well, teaser.
Man, the Russo brothers couldn't save this bullshit.
Get the fuck out of here, man. They make it the most epic motherfucker ever. Don't ever disrespect the Russos like that, man.
I'm disrespecting what they do with Chucky, not the Russo brothers in general. I'm just saying this is Mission Impossible.
Just wait until we see the shit before you start downing it. Either way you look at it, it can't be any worse than the latest movie. It can't be any worse than that. Let's check this shit the fuck out. That right there was creepy. They got the doll. That's the doll. That's what I want to see. Look at him.
He got the beaver cut.
Someone took the butcher knife.
Oh, what's the... Oh, yeah.
That's him laughing. That's him laughing.
Here we go. And Chucky.
That laugh right there. That laugh right there. Brad Dourif.
I told you. I always come back.
Jennifer Tilly. Okay, so wife is there.
You just can't keep good girl down.
Okay, so she's there too. Okay.
Here we go. Okay. I apologize.
I always come back.
Okay, so these are all the little teasers that he got. Okay. Make good beat right there. I want to see him stabbing that AI Chucky.
Right.
Like, I want to see a scene where he finds the old, that motherfucker and it just goes to town. Like, he's the only one that can do that laugh. He's the only one that can do it.
That laugh destroyed my childhood.
Like, he's the only one that can do that laugh. He's the only one.
Do you know what got me?
What?
They showed a glimpse of his facial features and how his face balled up into that evil. That's the original evil. And it was a quick 3-second shot that they showed us. That's what I wanted.
Now, this shows you a tiny little bit of teaser, of course. So it's a compilation of, like, the teasers that they got. But that little bit, it's promising. Because, believe it or not, the little bit that we saw in this motherfucker was better than the whole movie that came out. It was better than that whole motherfucking thing.
That's why he was laughing. That's why Brad was laughing his ass off.
Matter of fact, I want to see Chucky do a reaction to the old movie. And I bet, not the old movie, the recent movie that came out, and that laugh is probably what he does during the whole thing. With his middle finger up the whole time, like, cause that shit was that shit, like, shit. That's what it was. But I mean, it's like, God, man, this for Tupac. I'm like, bitch, who wrote this dialogue, man?
This is for Tupac.
Like, who wrote this dialogue? Like, it was so, and I hate to use the word cringe, but it was so cringe-worthy. Like, the whole movie, I'm like, why is this a thing? It's a thing that you watch it and then you spread the bad word about it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like The Ring. Like, you see it and it's so bad you tell people. And you explain it and they're like, there's no way it's that bad. And then they watch it like, oh my God, it's even worse than you explained. Like, that type shit. And it's a shame because it's like you're shitting on a Child's Play name in spectacular fashion. That was dog shit, man. What y'all did with that? Don't ever do that again.
It was stupid. And I realized, I'm sorry, as an actor, I mean, even though you want to get your check and not fuck the gig up, I couldn't read that script and say this shit is okay. Because my face is going on screen after reading this shit. I would say, can I talk to y'all really quick?
Listen, well, Paperboy did it. Like, Paperboy, he said, you saw that check, he's like, fuck it.
Fuck it, I'll take it. Nigga said, look, he told you I was getting beat him. Look, I love being on ATL and shit. I'm going to get this quick check. He read the script and said, this is bullshit.
He was waiting for the new season because, like, Atlanta's been, you know, it's a while before the new one was coming out. It's like, all right, well, we got this time off to do these movies real quick, and then I'll come back. I gotta get the name right. Paperboy, not Doughboy, because I was saying Doughboy.
I was saying Doughboy at the same time. I fucked up too.
We both got the wrong name. Like, I said the wrong shit. You co-signed it, and I didn't even think twice about it. And people say, like, Doughboy.
Here I go. Okay, Doughboy it is. Like, who?
It just sounded right in my head. It's like, so Paperboy, not Doughboy. Wrong rapper. But he was getting his money though. He was getting his money.
Everybody in that movie got their fucking money. But I'm sorry, I hate to. I'm the type of nigga. If I hate a movie, I'm going all the way on the hate. That was some bullshit.
It was bullshit.
And I would love to actually have a meeting with everyone involved in that film and just say, look, what the fuck were you doing? What, were you okay?
It's like they were getting that check. They were getting that money because what's the that bad chick that was in the main chick. What was her name?
I know who you're talking about.
Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza.
Her fine ass. She was getting her money too.
Even her name is fucking sexy.
Yeah,
It's
something about her. It's like I just look at her. I'm like, good lord.
Automatic sexiness.
I don't know. It's like she can just not say anything and she's still sexy.
Right.
But she wasn't even enough to save that movie. She wasn't enough. Mark Hamill wasn't enough to save the movie.
But see, when me and her dated, she would come home every night saying, I don't want to do the movie. I don't want to do it. And I'm like, babe, don't do the fucking movie because I'm going to support you regardless, but I don't want to support some shit that you're going to be in that you hate. But we broke up as soon as the movie dropped. She was so embarrassed that she said that we're not going to work. I said, no, the movie's not going to fucking work. And I moved on.
To what? What did you move on to?
I moved on, as in moved on with my fucking life. I had to move on. We broke up, and you can't. I mean, nigga, remember when you kept asking me who am I texting, who am I FaceTiming? It was her. We met up in secret, like we had sneaky links. And
What the fuck is that?
is when you meet somebody, but they don't want to. They don't want to. Like, fuck all that.
Sneaky
I'm
links.
describing a story that I don't need to. What I'm saying is, she didn't want to be in this shit. She just wanted to be fine and show her face again.
What? The fuck you mean? Everybody wanted to be in this shit. Like, it was either for the check or something like that, or maybe they thought it was gonna be a good movie. I don't know. Maybe they fucked up on the editing room, and I that'd be more believable than you actually dating her, because that's fucking insane. But I don't know what the fuck happened to that movie. I'm like, the script. When you read the script, there's no way you know. Maybe this is cool. It's like that script was so dog shit. That script was dog shit, man. Maybe there was a good movie there somewhere, but we didn't get that. I don't know what the fuck they did. Like, and my thing is like the premise. First, you think about it and you're against it, but I'm like, it's all about the execution. If they could have worked an AI going crazy and turned into Chucky, if they could have nailed the execution, I'd have been on board with it. Cause I'm like, okay, you're trying to breathe new life in it. You don't want to tell the same story over and over and over again. Okay, try something new. All right, it sounds crazy, but I'll see how the execution is. The execution executed the movie. This is dog shit, man.
What are you doing?
It's terrible, man.
What?
It could have been cool. It could have been, but y'all failed in the whole fucking thing. This right here, though, like, I'm hoping, like I said, it's a series, so they have time to flesh things out and tell a proper story and go, different places with it. They got the wife back. I mean, I love Jennifer Tilly. She a bad motherfucker. Like, her voice.
Is she still fine, or did she start to?
Listen, the pictures I've seen, she still look fine.
She's still okay.
Yeah, and that voice.
I saw a recent picture of Carmen Electra in.
I mean. No, I saw a recent picture. She didn't look bad. What are you talking about?
I'm not saying she looked bad, but she's not my Carmen. Like,
What? Motherfucker, she's still fine as fuck.
I'm not saying. Okay, so
I want her to watch this video and see you say that and slap the bullshit out of you and I take her to dinner.
I can't put.
Exactly. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be one move, just boop, and we out to dinner.
You and her.
Yup.
What happens when the check comes? What happens when the check comes and you're looking at her like, yo, can you cover this shit?
Motherfucker, she's rich.
No, fuck.
That's what happens when the check comes. Like, babe, you got this? All right, cool.
Nigga, shut all the way the fuck up. The last time you went to dinner, nigga, I'm sorry, I followed y'all. So when the bill came, I saw what your dumb ass did. You gonna tell the waiter, I think that you got our check wrong. I think that you combined our table with the other people's table and our bill is this. She said, no, sir, this is how much the pork chop costs. That's what the fuck you get. Stay in your lane, nigga. You get a Wendy's 4 for $4. You don't go to a 4-star restaurant.
Nigga, so what's worse? Trying to come up with a plan, or you just darting out the motherfucker like Usain Bolt when you find out how much the shit costs? And left me with your chick and the other chick at the movie theater. Don't even try that shit, motherfucker. At least I thought ahead and tried to come up with a plan. You just darted out that motherfucker. They looking at it like, oh, thought you were the Flash. You singing the Flash theme song and everything. You wearing all red. You trying to do this shit? No, motherfucker.
Oh, I was trying to get us a cab.
Already the movie didn't even start. We're at the concession stand, man. Don't try that shit. At least I came up with a plan. I knew I couldn't afford this shit, so I'm like, all right, let me think ahead and try to do this shit and boom, boom, boom. Let's see if it works. You just ran out that motherfucker. And I got probably, at least I didn't leave you hanging when I did that shit. You just darted out that motherfucker. I don't even know where you went. Where did you go? Trying to talk shit about my plans. At least I had one. Looking forward to this shit though. This might be a day one for me. All right.
How this nigga just running out the theater doing that run from the nigga from Get Out? Sir, your bill, sir.
Oh fuck.
Where'd he go? Oh my gosh. Whew.
Oh man.
Oh, fix it, Jesus.